got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I got into a situation.
How long are you married?
Almost 5 years.
And you got with this person.
I thought we were going to be together. We were going to be in love. That wasn't the case because he was married. Technically, I was married too.
You and the married guy banging it up. You were
Yeah, of course.
and he was married.
Yes.
That's homewrecker behavior.
Technically. I'm Daphne. I'm 34. I'm from Huntsville, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
Welcome over to Austin. Don't know where Huntsville is, but what do you do for a living?
So right now, I'm what they call a distribution designer at an electric company.
Okay.
So basically, I just design new construction power lines in like an AutoCAD type software.
All right. How much are we making?
So I make $31.74 an hour.
Okay,
It's pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
And
So
I'm
I saw
about to get a raise. Oh,
Well, okay, yeah. Oh, you're gonna get a raise to what?
it's like $33.58 or something like
very
that.
nice. So I see 3,817 comes in.
That sounds right.
Is it about to be like 4,000 after the raise? Where's
I
it
haven't done
gonna
the
jump
math.
to?
I haven't done the math, but maybe.
Okay. So what are we looking at today? We got some weird and interesting debts. You make okay amount of money, so it's like a little confusing. I think we're gonna need a little context.
Okay.
What are we looking at?
So I'm kind of a mess.
Okay.
Okay. So it all started 2 years ago. I got divorced.
Okay.
And
32.
when I left my husband, I was only making like $16 an hour. And so that wasn't enough. And so I got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I moved into an apartment that I couldn't really afford, but I thought that someone else was going to be living with me in it. So that's
What do you
happened.
mean? The ex?
No. Okay, so right after I got divorced, I got into a situation with somebody I knew from work. And
How quickly after the divorce?
well, like immediately. It was like a rebound, right? I guess is what they would call it.
Okay.
And
Like
we worked
the
together.
day after?
Maybe. Like, sort of. Yes.
Okay.
So I knew him, right? We worked together. That's how we met.
Wait,
and-
how long are you married?
Almost 5 years.
Did you guys ever have any kids?
Yes.
And you got with this person a day after?
Yes, but see what I thought he was like the love of my life.
A day after a divorce. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. And you thought he'd be living with you?
Yes. Like I thought we were going to be together. We were going to be in love. But then that wasn't the case because he was married.
Oh.
Which I know it sounds terrible, right?
That sounds
But
terrible.
I thought he was just like the love of my life. And we met under these unusual circumstances, which technically like I was married too, right? Like, so.
Wait a Okay. No, sorry. Go on. Go on. I'm
so like
processing.
from the time I moved out of my house to the time my divorce was finalized was probably like 6 months, maybe a little longer. So like technically I was married.
When
right?
So like the day after you were like, hey, I'm divorcing you? Is that how that went?
My ex-husband.
Yeah.
Well, we had like a conversation.
And we
where
were like, okay, so it's ending in a divorce. We understand. Then
Yes.
the next day, you were with that dude?
Well, no, I mean not exactly, but very soon after, yes.
But he was married?
Yes, so I was under the impression that he was the same kind of married that I was, which
The
like,
same kind. What kind of married is that?
which is like,
That's insane.
no, hear me out. So like,
Okay. No, I'm hearing you out. It just doesn't really vibe with my personal morals on that.
right?
But
No.
go for it. Go.
So like, legally,
you say your thing. We're trying to get context for how you ended up here. So go ahead. Go ahead.
legally married, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, was not divorced yet, but we were not living together.
Yeah, but you also met up with the dude the day after, and he was married as well.
Not the day after. That makes within a couple of weeks, right? So, anyways, he had me under the impression that they were getting divorced, but they owned a home together. They owned vehicles together. So it was like a longer process, right?
But yeah,
so,
you guys had a kid.
Yeah, but we didn't have any like finances together, so it wasn't hard.
Okay.
Right? So he was like, I'm leaving. Like they're not together anymore, right? They're just in this process of getting divorced. That was my understanding. Turned out that wasn't the case at all. And I found that out several months
How long
later.
are you guys together?
Me and the guy?
Sorry, I know this isn't like straight finances right here. We're trying to give context for the finances, but I do have to be a little honest that I am quite interested in this.
That's fine.
So I will give it at least a couple more minutes.
We were together maybe 6 months.
You and the married guy.
Yeah, married.
Banging
That's
it
what
up.
I thought.
Banging it up.
Well,
You were
well, yeah, of course.
and he was married.
Yes.
That's homewrecker behavior.
Technically, that is true. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
But they're still together.
Wait a minute. And you signed a lease expecting him to live with you? Yeah, they're still together. Does she know?
Oh, yeah.
Are they open?
No.
Future wife, please don't cheat on me. I would be. That's okay.
Yeah, so she found out about me. And I was kind of like,
Oh, she found out. Okay.
yes. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, let me loop this back to finances. So you signed a lease expecting to live with him because you thought he was the love of your life?
Well, like
a married man that you met?
Wait. When you say it like that, it sounds bad. But
Girl, I'm going off what you're saying.
No, and what I'm saying is that right now, right, of course, now I see your perspective.
No. I'm just saying, did you get
time.
the apartment expecting to live with him?
Eventually, yeah. I thought
What was eventually?
he would move in. I don't know, within like a few months. There was something that was happening that he was waiting. You know, there was like a
Damn,
kind of
maybe he had a
timeline.
wife.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I couldn't really afford it. But it was also the cheapest place I could find. So I don't really know what I could have done differently necessarily. And it does sound crazy.
So that's how you started getting into debt?
Yeah. So when I got divorced, I didn't have any credit card debt at all. I had credit cards, but
Sure.
no balances on them.
Yeah.
But I did have all this student loan debt. That's been there. So
Okay.
yeah. So I ended up in the credit card debt because I didn't make enough money to live my life, but I had to.
Well, you signed up for a life for two with this like dream that didn't exist.
Yeah. It's so sad.
It was it feels like was it like a fantasy in your head?
No.
Why did you think he was going to move in and take care of half the payment?
Because that's what he was telling me.
Okay,
Like
so he was
like,
leading you.
I'm going to marry you. You're the love of my life.
Did they have kids?
Yes. Teenager.
This is gross. Okay.
It is gross. But
is it?
They're so happy.
You think so? Okay.
It is. I mean, it's embarrassing, right? But it's also like a part of my life. It happened
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
At 32.
It's a long time. But I'm trying to do better, right? That's why I'm
Okay,
here.
sure.
And my life is so much better.
So you
now.
started going into debt because of that? And then
Well, not because of the guy.
It was 2 years ago,
necessarily,
but because you lived a lifestyle too high because he didn't move in.
Yeah, because I truly could not afford
Okay.
my life with
Well, that
the
was
job
2 years
that I
ago.
had.
So
Yeah.
what have we done these last 2 years?
Okay, so about a year ago, I got a way better job.
Oh, yeah.
This job I have now, right? So
Yeah, it's a good job.
I basically doubled my income.
Oh, sure.
So it's been way better. I moved into a better place.
That's okay.
Which was necessary. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So the place I was living when I first got divorced
Yeah.
was like a tiny home.
Yeah, the place
Like
you couldn't afford. Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a storage shed, right?
It
But
was.
then
It was storing
you. Yeah, and my child.
Yeah.
And so it was like 500 square feet and just all one room, basically. It was not ideal.
Yeah, you were living in a studio.
Yeah.
People live in studio. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, but when you have a little kid, you have
How old's the
lots
kid?
of stuff. She'll be 5 soon.
What is she gonna think when she?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I think people do this all the time, right? That's part of like love, is like taking a chance on something. And like, it sounds crazy, but I really thought like he was like the one, right? And then he wasn't. And that's partially because he was lying to me, and I just believed it because I wanted to believe it.
That's insane.
But now, in retrospect, it's very clear what was happening.
Well, what would you rate yourself finances wise? I know we're talking about love. We're not talking about that kind of rating. We're talking about finances. Finances, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where do you think you are financially today?
So I took the quiz on your website.
Oh, yes. Free. Link in the description below.
It gave me a 0, which I don't agree with.
Why do you not agree with that?
I don't think it's that bad. I think
Are we seriously going to...
I think I'm like a 4.
You think you're a 4? Explain. Go ahead.
Okay.
Give it to me.
So I do have a lot of debt, right?
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, laugh it away. Go ahead. Yeah, laugh that pain away.
I don't have
that gets rid of debt.
anything in collections, and
You own a home?
No.
You have a fully funded emergency fund?
No.
How's your retirement?
It's pretty good, I think. But truthfully, I don't really know.
It's pretty good, I think. I don't know. All right. So you don't have an emergency fund. You have bad debt.
Yes.
You might have retirement going for you.
No, I mean, I have a 401k from an old job that I quit.
Yeah, but is it good for your age? Like, I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay, so why are you a 4?
Well, 4 is like less than halfway. So I feel like it's not so bad.
0 to 10, what's in the middle?
5.
So 5 would be basic average, solid down the middle.
Yeah, so I'm like just below that. I think that's fair.
Oh my, okay. Gosh, well, that's an interesting take. Also, guys, we are looking for interesting people to come on the show. I don't know about that. That was special, but we are looking for interesting people to come on the show. If you have unique financial situations for us to look in, we like having nice little different tastes of finances. Feel free to come on the show. Also just conversational people, because it is a podcast as well. People who like to have conversations, people that have opinions. We like to make a educational, interesting, fun show. So apply to be on at calebhammer.com/apply if you would like to be. Thank you for being on. I know I've given you a hard time so far, but thank you for being on. 4 is wild, but that's...
We'll
right.
see, right?
We'll see. Sure, we sure will. All right, let's jump into this, because this, it's been the Caleb Springer show so far, which is fine. I mean, I find it entertaining, but we're also trying to get into your finances here. Maybe you should divorce debt and sleep with debt free right off the bat.
That's a great idea, actually. I'll work on it.
Well, okay. Bank of America.
Yes.
Bank of America. Oh, what? I'm so... sorry. I want to ask about that apartment. Let me get through this card, and I'll ask you about your current apartment again.
Okay.
$5,544.16 is the balance. With $98 of interest. You're purchasing. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? You've had 2 years. You got a better job. And this is what I was going to bring up a second ago. You moved into this bigger, more expensive apartment. Okay, I understand it. You wanted to get out of the studio. That is relatively fine. But if you doubled your income, you moved up some lifestyle, why are we purchasing on a car? Why has this not been paid off? And not only that, but why are we purchasing on a car that's getting $98 in interest? Why have you made no progress on the debt?
I don't think I've been purchasing on that one. It's been a long time.
Oh, interesting. Why don't you go ahead and just take a look at numbers? Almost like it exists right in front of me. Looks like you stayed at a hotel.
Recently.
Whose husband did you bang in this hotel?
Nobody.
Sorry, I'm gonna... Whew. As a business owner, I know managing your business finances can be one giant pile of taquito chaos. Luckily, I've been using today's sponsor, NetSuite by Oracle, and they are here to simplify your life and save you some serious cash. NetSuite is the #1 cloud financial system. It's like having a digital command center for your business that covers accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all in one place. So say goodbye to a statement full of expensive software. And here's the kicker. NetSuite NetSuite cuts your IT costs drastically because it's fully cloud-based. No more expensive hardware. Just log in from anywhere and boom, you're good to go. Managing multiple systems is not only a hassle, but also burns a hole in your pocket. NetSuite simplifies everything into one unified suite, slashing the cost of maintaining various systems. Plus, it boosts efficiency by integrating all your key business processes, cutting down on manual tasks and errors. That means more time focusing on growing your business and less on operational headaches. Don't just take my word for it. Over 37,000 companies have made the switch to NetSuite and have seen real profit growth. Right now, NetSuite is offering an amazing flexible program, but only for a limited time. Head over to netsuite.com/hammer or check out the link in the description below. That's netsuite.com/hammer. There's no better time to start saving with NetSuite and take your business to the next level.
I went to the beach recently. That might be that.
You need a hotel to go to the beach? I went to a beach on 4th of July. I didn't buy a hotel. What are you talking about?
I mean, I do go to the beach all the time without.
How far away is the hotel? You have debt though. Why would you put it on a card that you have to pay off?
Oh, I thought I had to. So when I booked the hotel, it was like,
What?
if you use a debit card, it'll hold so many $100. Do you know what I mean?
They do prefer credit cards, yes.
So I used the credit card. And you asked me, why haven't you paid it off? And the reason is...
Yeah, you haven't made progress. It's just...
I have.
You were making so much... You made double.
Yes. So it was like $11,000, maybe.
Over the course of what?
But then what I did do was I did that balance transfer thing.
So you didn't even pay it off. You just balance transferred.
Right. And that balance transfer
Oh,
has
good.
0% interest. So I've been paying on that to pay that half
That's
off
not paying off debt, though.
before. I thought it was a good idea.
Potentially.
Okay.
Potentially. When did you do the balance transfer?
It would have been maybe October.
Okay.
And
that's
I think it
interesting.
had 18 months, 0%.
No, I get that part.
Okay.
I get the math part.
So I've been just paying the minimum on this one and then paying more than the minimum on the one
on
with
the
the 0%.
interest-free card, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, because I have to pay it off before the end of the...
Yes,
or
but 18
the
months is a
interest
long time. Like, I would have
crazy.
tried to... Well, I guess I would have mathed that. I would have figured out what the minimum monthly payment would be required to pay that off within 18 months and then just put it at that. And the rest of the money I'd be putting on cards that have interest. But again, that's a math thing. In the math thing, yes, consolidation can kind of make sense. I'm not opposed to the concept. But someone like you lived higher than you could.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, 10% of your spending goes to eating out, another 7% to miscellaneous bullshit. There's a lot. There's unknown spending, another 10%. It's crazy. So it's someone like you have a behavior issue. You can't control your spending. So what a consolidation does is it all of a sudden leaves you, what is this? almost $18,000 to be able to spend on this card. Just rack it up. You just gave yourself the ability to spend more money. That's what tends to happen when people don't fix their behavior. We know you have behavior issues. So people just like, I don't know. That's what scares me about it.
Yeah, But I will say, other than the hotel, I mean, I'd have to go back and look. I haven't spent anything on that credit card in a very long time.
Okay.
I've been really trying to do better. But then I did accidentally get a Southwest credit card.
What do you mean you accident? How does someone get an accident? And how do you smile at it? Is it a little joke? Is it a little hee-ha?
No, it's...
Ooh, I just accidentally f***ed my life.
No, it's not that. I was booking a flight, and it pops up that thing at the bottom that says, if you get this credit card, you'll get this many dollars off.
Yeah, but there's steps you have to go through. That's not an accident.
Right. So I didn't understand. I thought that amount would be subtracted right then. I didn't realize that you have to, get approved and then it comes in the mail. And then I can use that card eventually to get that $200 off. That sounds really stupid. And yes.
Yes, it does.
So now.
I'm glad you
yes.
Okay. I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah.
So $98 in interest accrues on this. Take 20 years to pay off doing the minimum monthly payments.
Right. So my plan, which you can tell me it's a bad idea. I'm happy to hear that. My plan was to pay off the card that I balance transferred to, and then balance transfer the rest of that to another 0% situation That's my
again,
plan.
there's some mathematical things that are okay. If your behavior hasn't fixed necessarily, listen, because I know a lot of the spending's in the checking account. That's still you're spending money. That money could be going to paying off debt.
Yes.
I don't think you've necessarily fixed it. I think maybe, because I don't know where you were, maybe something got a little better.
Yeah.
Maybe like you're choosing debit versus credit now, which you're not a credit card person, so I would do that. I would use the Fizz card if I needed to use a credit card and take advantage of that. But you haven't changed the overall spending issues.
Yes.
You just moved it in a different direction.
Maybe.
What the f*** you mean maybe? I have your statistics. I know you're spending. Maybe. What is maybe?
Well,
What is maybe?
I meant maybe.
At least 30% is spent on bullshit across the board.
Yes.
Maybe.
That might be true. But I will be honest that is something I didn't realize until you gave me that pie graph right there.
Oh, no
Yeah.
yes.
That's how it happens, right?
So that means you're incorrect.
Yeah,
that means
I'm
your
happy to
behavior is
agree.
bad. That's why people come on the show, because you're hearing, you're learning that you never know, that you never knew. Like, yes, I know that this is probably the first time you heard it, and that's great. That's wonderful. But you can't say that everything's going, like, your behavior's fixed and all this stuff.
No, I haven't. I hasn't. You're right.
Okay.
In that respect.
Yeah. And the balance transfer.
Yes.
What was the fee for transferring?
It was like a certain percentage, maybe like 3%.
What was it?
And
Okay.
it was like a 3% of 5,700 or something. So I can't remember what that was.
It is better than, like, the 30% it's on, so.
Yes.
But either way,
thought.
that only matters if you don't build your balance up again, which so many people have done on this show.
Yes. I'm trying not to do that.
Okay, here's this is a car. Sorry,
That's
this
my
one's a
car.
little hard to read. We owe what is the car?
It's a 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander.
Okay. Do you have joint custody over the kid?
Yes.
Okay, so you see the kid often?
Yeah, so we have her week on, week off. So I see her all the time.
Is there any additional support provided by the husband, or do you guys just split things down the middle? How's that?
He doesn't pay child support. It was my understanding that because we have joint physical custody that
Right,
he
but is anything provided either or? You give him, he gives you. Are we splitting daycare? Like, what is happening?
So he pays for daycare and he carries her on his insurance. Other than that, we split. We just pay whatever expenses there are when we each have her.
What about the like co-pays and stuff like that?
So just whoever takes her to the doctor pays that. It's usually me.
But she makes his health insurance more expensive.
Yeah, so his company pays his premium for himself, so he only pays for her. So we probably pay the same amount in health insurance each. Me for mine and him for her.
It's not at a horrible interest rate. It's at 4.89%, and the minimum monthly payment is $299. If it was below 4%, I'd be like, high five. It's in that kind of gray area for car loans where it's like, yeah, we probably would want to pay it off quicker. So you owe $6,112 or $6,012. How much do you think it's worth?
So probably around there, maybe just worth a little more.
It's worth $7,337.
Oh, so it's close.
Oh, so you actually have equity in the car.
Shocking.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, because I'm terrible at everything else. You'd think I would have messed that one up too.
All right, now we have the Southwest So you said you got this on accident. Where are you flying to? Why are you getting flights right now? We have debt to pay off.
So I'm flying to Georgia for a boy.
In Texas. For a boy.
Yeah. It was
You
kind
mean
of...
a man?
Well, yeah, man.
Okay, I just wanted to be...
But boy sounds cuter. But yes, man. He's in his 40s.
Okay, cool.
Well,
I'm assuming this is love. We're back to love. We've gotten back to love. Okay, wow. Lots of love in this conversation. If only I could find any. Oh.
Yeah, so...
and he's not married.
Right. So
Well done.
the
Well done.
behavior has
Congratulations.
changed. That was a one-time thing.
I know, but congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It's progress.
Yes.
We're talking about making progress.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
So you're dating this dude in Georgia?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Is it Is it Noah? Noah lives in Georgia sometimes. Was it Noah? You weren't dating my producer. I'm kidding. Am I? Well.
I'm not at liberty to say. No, it's not Noah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm from. I'm from Georgia. So this
sure.
is a guy that I knew before I was in Texas, and we kind of like
Really?
rekindled.
Oh,
but I guess
rekindling.
you could call it a situationship, maybe, except for after like 1 year and 5 months, he asked me to be his girlfriend. So now I'm his girlfriend.
Oh, so it's a relationship.
Yes, now. Very recently.
Wait, 1 year, 5 months that's very long distance. 1 year, 5 months, and you wait. How much does this cost? How often do you visit him?
Okay,
This
so
is crazy.
we see each other like every 4 to 6 weeks, and we alternate. Like I go there, he comes here.
So once a month, once every month and a half.
Yeah,
or so.
ish.
Okay, so you fly out there once a quarter at least.
Yes.
At least. So 4 times a year.
I think last year, I went there maybe 9 or 10 times.
Okay, that math is not mathin'.
Right.
I'm
But
gonna
then
let you
there's
know.
like, okay, so it's like every month-ish. But then it's also like
Yeah, every month you go.
sometimes. But then it's like we had to go to the beach, and then we
This
had
beach. What is this beach? You're obsessed with the beach. What do you mean
I'm
beach?
not even
How does beach equal you being able to stay in debt forever? You're like the opposite of Anakin. You're just obsessed with the sand, and you'll just go into all the debt for it.
I'm not even a beach person.
Buddy, you're getting a hotel for the beach even though you don't need it, and
Right.
you're talking about this. Okay, go on. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, it's like once a month, once every 2 months, except for like then there's a beach trip in the fall, and then there's like a Christmas trip, and then the Thanksgiving trip. You know,
Is this
it's
gonna go somewhere though? You guys are so far apart.
So
You have a kid here.
right, so it'll be this way until my kid is 18, I guess. That's the plan.
She's
at
almost
least.
5.
Right. Yeah.
You're not happy with that.
I mean,
Come on, how long are you
What's the other
there?
choice?
He moves here.
No, that's not a choice.
Why?
Well, because he's rooted. He's from Georgia. That's where he lives. He has a
You're
good
from
job.
Georgia.
He has a family. Right. But I had a baby with someone who lives in Texas, so I'm stuck for 14 years-ish.
Okay.
So, yeah, the plan is to just keep doing it until it doesn't work anymore, I guess. And I think that's how all relationships are.
Well, I hope you guys make it, I guess. I mean, how expensive is this for you to fly out every month?
So I would say maybe $300 to $500 each plane ticket. But then when I'm there,
So you
I
have
don't
an extra
spend.
$300 to $500 a month payment on a monthly basis for your relationship, and that's getting on top of whatever other minimum monthly pay. That's you double your car payment, and then you sometimes more on a
But when I'm
monthly
there, I don't
basis.
spend any money. So it's just the plane ticket. And sometimes he'll pay half. I think maybe if I asked him to, he'd pay half every time, but I'd feel gross about it.
Just won't move here. I mean, whatever. It's.
Well, that's not up to me, right?
Have you asked?
Yeah.
Then.
And I know I said situationship, which I don't like saying that because it makes him sound bad. And he's
Yeah,
not
but how long
bad.
are you guys actually together when you're together?
Oh, so I have every other Friday off. So normally I go like a long weekend, like Thursday night to Sunday night.
All right. Good
That's
luck
what
for
we
you
do.
guys.
And same for him when he comes to see me.
The main reason, a little bit of tea is interesting, but the main reason I'm interested in is you just keep putting money on this card.
Right.
You get a little bit of interest accruing. You have to do it every single month. It's very expensive for your lifestyle, and you need to pay off this debt. I
what's
feel
the
like you're putting what?
Find a boyfriend here. I don't.
Yes.
No.
You like guys from Georgia? I'll set you guys up in the financial audit post show. It's just, I don't know. Listen, I don't want to get in the way of love. It's just like, you have a kid, you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, yeah, I know you divorced him, but you guys still did the bang, and you have to take care of the result of it. And it's only 4 or 3 or 2 or 5. You know, whatever. It's an age. And she. Okay. And you have a responsibility as the mother. Just because you guys are divorced doesn't mean all of a sudden you're just free from all consequences of that relationship. And some of that involves getting your financial future secure so that you can actually have a shot of retirement without your daughter having to take care of you and put her life on hold to take care of you because you weren't responsible enough to take care of yourself. You could also pay for her college. There's a lot of different things. It's not that you have to, but you could.
Right.
But you're prioritizing your, having situationships and just fun and all stuff. Why did you guys get divorced? Going into the tea again. I just can't escape it. The kettle is hot. But I have to know now. Why did you guys get divorced?
So what I will say is that it was very fast. Like, we met, and probably within 2 weeks we moved in together.
Oh.
Which is,
It was very fast.
And then he moved away for his job, and so I followed him because love, right?
Oh, yeah.
So then, it just within a year we were engaged, and then I got pregnant. So we got married because I needed health insurance.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't get married for love. We got married for health insurance.
At that time, we were already engaged, so we were planning to get married.
Because of the kid? Or because you're just moving quick?
Just moving quick. Yeah. So what I think is if we had dated like 6 months longer, we just would have broken up. But then at a certain point, it's like you're so far into it, and then you try to make it work, and then we had a kid.
And how does that usually work?
Not well.
Oh, interesting. Who would have thought?
But really, everything fell apart when we had a kid because having a kid is hard.
What?
And there are things we didn't talk about because it moved really fast that maybe if we had known these things about each other, we would have just broken up. But we didn't. We got married.
Well, it lasted 5 years somehow.
Yeah, I know. Shocking.
Okay. So on this card, we have $312.51. But you put flights on it constantly. You kind of pay off the flight, but then you still have like $3 of interest accruing. That's not an incredible amount of money, but if you're having interest accruing, you're losing the credit card game because you're not catching up with that with points. So it's just like, you're f***ing yourself with the $74.83 minimum monthly payment. You're not a credit card person, as we already know.
Yeah. I'm not.
It's at a 27.24% interest rate.
But I do get cash charges back.
I know you do, but you do have interest accruing.
Yeah, I get.
I don't know where the break-even point is, but usually with any interest at 27%, your cash back's going to be like at best 5-6% at very best.
It's like $8 every time or something. Every time I like purchase a flight, it's like get so many percent back.
All right, you get $8 off of $500. What do we got? Cool, you're getting 1.5%.
Yeah.
Thrilled. You're losing 27%, so I don't give a Chop up your cards, dude. It doesn't make sense.
But then how will I get to Georgia?
What do you mean? Does money not exist that's not debt? Is that the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life, potentially?
Maybe. No, I have money, but it goes to minimum payments and Amazon. And food, probably.
So we're just going to keep building this card up and our debt's up for a situationship?
No, not
Well, what
anymore.
happens? Does he know that there's a risk that you meet a nice married man here?
No, that's not a risk any longer.
We have a city simplicity card. $4,868. So this must be the consolidation card.
Yes. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
It seemed like it was the right thing at the time.
No, mathematically it is. Again, but if we don't fix behavior, again, you're putting flights on a card that you accidentally apply to. Like, I'm getting cash back, guys. I'm getting 1.5% cash back, even though I give them 27% cash to them. Yeah, I think they're making the difference. I think they're making the money off of you.
I could drive, I guess.
Well, I'm not saying it's even. Because, that's probably cost the same, if not more, depending if you're stopping, what's Georgia? It has to be like a 12-hour drive.
Yeah, ish.
12, 16, maybe. I don't know. It's not about that. It's just you're still putting that on the card. You accidentally opened a credit card. You haven't fixed your behavior when you did this consolidation. Right. So you didn't make the wrong decision, just maybe not the right decision for you at this time.
But maybe I should put the flights on the 0% interest credit card. Would that make more sense?
I can't believe we have to add a flight budget to your budget. This is crazy.
Love.
Yes. I know. That's what you said. How often do you fall in love with these dudes?
Not very often.
Okay.
Only 2 in the last 2 years. That seems reasonable, right? The rebound, and then now this one.
Right. The rebound was not... Whatever. You did not intend for that to be a rebound, though. You guys were going to literally move in together immediately. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Which that's a behavior that I have not repeated, right? We can agree.
Okay, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
But yes. So a year from now.
Yes.
Wow, literally a year from today, the interest expires. The interest free. It's literally a year from today.
Yeah. That's pretty good, though. I can pay it off.
Well, okay, let's get what the minimum payment needs to be for you to pay it off. Starting paying this month. Have you paid? No, I don't think so. So
normally I pay twice as much as I have to.
The correct answer is you need to pay $406.
I think I can do that. Maybe.
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Can. Well, let's see. So income that came in, we discussed, was $3,800. How much money went out?
Oh, I think I've spent less than I make.
Okay,
so,
yeah, how much? Let's guess.
Maybe $3,000.
Okay, $3,921. So you can make this extra multi-$100 payment. Also, didn't you get like an email today or something?
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. What is that?
I was so prepared to come in here and say, I've never been late on a payment, which is true, until today. And I was driving here and I got a text that was like, your Chase account needs attention. And I was like, oh no. Turns out I forgot to pay it, which has never happened. But it was due on 4th of July and then there was a hurricane and I just forgot. But I paid it today and I think it's fine.
Yeah, it turns out instead of paying off the card you were committed to, you went and opened up a brand new Southwest card.
But that was a long time ago.
It was a joke about you. $49 minimum payment. You pay $116, but you say you're able to pay $406?
I think if I tried really hard, I could do it.
But again, you spent in general with everything across everything $100 more than you bring in. So what are you talking about? What are you possibly talking about? Okay, it's right because numbers,
math.
Oh yeah, it's a tricky little thing. So what the are you talking about?
Well, I can definitely spend less.
Then why haven't you? It's a wonderful thing. Guess what, guys? What's something I do wrong? We already make fun of the. What's something I do wrong? What's something I do wrong?
You yell at. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. You fart a lot.
I am a tutor.
I think that's just natural, though. You're allowed.
Yeah, I'm a tutor. I could just say, I could just toot less. Doesn't matter.
I don't know if that's
I haven't tooted any less.
True.
So, I'll be popping those farts.
Same.
Like, how is that, like, you haven't demonstrated at all in any way whatsoever. So, what kind of I can't just walk away and feel confident, okay, good, we did our work, saying, I'm going to spend less. You haven't put in any behavior. What makes me feel like you can do that? Well, how are you confident in that? You haven't changed your behavior in any way whatsoever.
Well, I think what happened is that I started making more money, so then I started spending more money. And sometimes I just give money to people, and I can stop doing that.
What do you mean? Who are you giving money to?
So, like, when I first got
money.
divorced, I was so poor. Like, I had no money, and I was having to put bills on credit cards. But, like, now I make more money. I'm doing better. So then when I encounter someone that I feel like is, in that position that I was, I feel like I can be helpful. So, like, I'm in all these Facebook groups for my town, and there's this homeless guy who sits outside the Walmart, and he posted in the Facebook group saying he just got a job.
He posted in the Facebook group.
Yeah, because he has a phone. Sure. So he was like, I just got a job, but I need some pants.
How small is this town?
I don't know. It's a college town. It's pretty big.
Okay, but everyone knows the homeless guy.
Yeah, he's pretty identifiable.
Okay. No, sure, but okay, it's kind of funny.
So, anyways, he was like, I really need some pants to start this job. If I don't have any pants, I can't start my job. And I was like, I feel like I can buy some pants, right? That's my good deed, okay?
That's nice. That's actually really nice.
So everyone's like, go to Goodwill. And he's like, I need a size 52 waist. They don't have those at Goodwill. So I said, hey, look, I'll buy you some pants. Tell me,
homeless man's been eating well.
Yeah. So he sent me a link for some pants. I ordered them. And then he was like, well, if you're buying me pants, can you also buy me suspenders? Because he can't wear a belt. And I guess they don't make him that big. Sure. So I ordered him suspenders too. Well, then I realized he lives in the apartment complex right next to mine, which I was like, wow, that's so weird. Well, he's sleeping on someone's couch.
Oh, okay.
Well, so he can work, to have a place to shower.
Sure.
So anyways, I buy him the pants. I buy him the suspenders. He never says thank you. And I was like, that's weird, whatever, but fine. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're not doing it for the thanks, right? You were giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's
fine. Was my good deed. I felt good about it. So then like a week later, he's like, hey, I'm hungry. Could you give me some money?
Is that how he said it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Well, actually, he said, can I ask you a question? And I was like, oh great.
He started it by asking a question.
Right. Well, then I thought, oh no, he's going to ask me out. And I was like, where's he going to take me? Right? He doesn't have a home. Was he going to take me out to eat? With what?
Maybe.
I'm going to pay for it. Yeah.
All right. He's working.
He said, I'm so hungry. I don't get paid. Can you give me some money? And so I'm like,
you would have done it. Let's be honest. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But you're suggesting that it's a possibility. So go ahead.
So anyways, I gave him some money on Cash App. I sent him like $25. Well, then that happened 3 more times. And I was like, look, you're making me uncomfortable. Yeah. No, thank you. So yeah, I could definitely not do that. That would save me $100 and something if I didn't give money to that man. So I ended up having to block him. It was a whole thing.
I have an exciting channel announcement, and it's one of the most exciting things we've done so far. By popular demand, we've launched a new tier to our channel memberships. There you'll get an exclusive audit that can't be found anywhere else. It's ad-free and completely uncensored on the first Tuesday of every month. On the second and fourth Tuesday of every month, myself and members of the company will be doing exclusive member live streams where we hang out with you and talk about whatever you want to live. And finally, on the third Tuesday of every month, we'll be posting a new behind the scenes podcast called Crewcast, where we'll be discussing everything behind the scenes at Hammer Media. And of course, this new tier gets access to all the badges, emojis, and the financial audit post-show. This is honestly going to be really fun, and I'm super excited. And we kicked it off this week with an exclusive couples audit and an updated office tour since we've expanded so quickly. Check it out, link in the description below and in the pinned comment. I mean, you try to be nice. I mean, that's what happens when you try to be nice. Sometimes people take advantage. It's good to do good deeds without any expectation of anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, just because I feel like I was in a situation where I was so broke, and now it's better. And so I know everybody's been there at some point. And I was grateful to the people who helped me.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't have any money to give to literally benefit your own life for the sake of your daughters. So I don't think we're you can do volunteering. There's a lot of things you can do if you want to give back that isn't taking money out of your wallet. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that idea of donating to organizations or doing things that you tried to do. And sure, he may have started to take advantage of you and your heart. But you're able to give more over the course of a longer period of time if you get out of debt.
Right. So like when I used to be rich, You used to
be rich?
Yes. Well, I mean, at the time it felt that way.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I made like what I make now, but had no kid and no bills basically.
Okay.
And it was great.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you didn't make
I remember what I was going to say. So when I used to be rich, I would every time I got paid, I would find a GoFundMe and I'd donate money to it because it made me feel good.
Okay.
And so then I think maybe I've continued that, and I shouldn't have.
You shouldn't have.
Because now I'm poor.
You're poor, but I mean, a lot of these are just choices. Let's go through it. We haven't even gotten to your spending account yet. So on this interest-free card, you need to pay $406 a month.
Okay, sounds good.
A month, and that'll get you there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, student loans. $60,000. So what did you get? What's your degree in?
So I have 2.
Oh, good.
So my bachelor's degree is in forestry. And my master's degree is also kind of in forestry. It's in natural resource management.
Do you work in forestry? Oh.
No.
Okay.
I'm not using it.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, what I really wanted to do was non-formal science education, like a park ranger kind of.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was my plan.
$60,000 a debt to be a park ranger?
Yeah, because that's what I learned, is they don't make very much money.
Yeah.
So when I got out of school, I got my dream job.
Which was?
Like an outreach coordinator at a state forest.
Sure.
And I made $38,000.
Okay. But that's just fresh out of school starting. That's okay.
Right. But then I quit that job to move with the guy I married for love.
And now you do like, what was it? It was like legit. It was like processing something.
I designed power lines.
Oh, you design power lines?
Yeah. So it's kind of like being an engineer a little bit. And also
having
like
a degree definitely helps you get
helps.
into a door, whether or not it's the applicable degree or not. But and then you did have work experience, so I'm not against it by any means. You know, and if you wanted to work, what kind of school did you go to? Like, if you wanted to work if you know a job's going to be a lower paid job, that's when, if what we're trying to get for a degree leads to that lower paying job, we go about the degree in a cheaper way with community college and hopefully paying cash for that. And then once we have to go to a 4-year institution, just in state.
Yeah. So when I first went to school, I went to school for ceramics. So forestry was the better choice, I think.
Okay.
Between the two.
Yeah.
But I kind of accidentally got a master's degree. And
What the f- are you talking about? How do you accidentally do all this?
well, I couldn't find a job. And so then I was like, what? I guess I'll just go to grad school.
Okay, so that wasn't an accident. You just used that word like it's cute or something. Okay, I get it. So you purposely went to grad school and took out more debt.
Yes, because I thought it was my only choice.
Well, I'm allowed to gift text certifications to course careers to guests. I don't think you need it. You're good. They're good resume boosters, but if you ever want it or need, you can gift it to someone if you'd like to. If you know someone who needs it.
Sounds good.
Get your 5-year-old to become an accountant through the accountant course.
Hopefully
So
she's
$60,000.
more successful than me.
You're doing okay financially. You're just being a dumb
Yeah.
and irresponsible.
Yeah.
Because what?
Poor
4,000.
choices.
You're gonna be making $4,000 a month, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, net $50,000 a year rounded.
But the student loans, I pay them.
Yeah, because you've like brought down your payment to like. Is it income based?
Yeah, I think
To
it's
$33.16 a month, which means it's just accruing, it's accruing. And the SAFE plan, didn't that just get struck down by the Supreme Court? So like all this I'm not against joining any of these forgiveness plans or low payment plans, but the thing is, right now in the current political climate, like any kind of student loan type thing, it seems to just be getting struck down.
Yeah.
So it's so risky because what you're allowing this to do is these are close to 7% interest rates, which is terrible. You're just allowing this to accrue because you're paying no money towards it. Then any kind of hope for forgiveness, it just seems to be going further and further out the door, no matter the plan you're on almost, other than if you work in a nonprofit or the government.
Well, I might be wrong, but my plan all along was that I thought if you paid them on time for 25 years that they forgive the balance. That was my plan. That's what I've been doing so far. Because the thing is, like, I have good credit, so like it doesn't really matter that I have student loans. They don't affect me, right? They haven't prevented me from doing anything.
Well, they definitely add the amount of debt you have. They can add to your debt to income ratio.
Right, but somehow I have a good credit.
What's your credit? Well, yeah, you're a credit card person's dream. Dude, you're opening cards. You have a high balance. So I think your utilization is technically kind of low because one of your cards has a massive limit. But you're just...
So I've just been ignoring them.
Your student loans?
But you have a better...
Why are the rates so high?
I don't know. Okay, so something weird happened. So I got all of those. Most of them, I think, are from my undergrad, right? It was like 18. And then it was every semester I would just get more.
Private
and
school?
I went to private school briefly, yeah.
Okay.
And then I went, you'll be very upset to know this, but in the state of Georgia at that time, if you had good grades in high school, you got 4 years of tuition for free. So I lived off of those. I didn't pay for school with them.
Are you kidding
but
me?
I also worked. So like I don't know how else I could have done it.
But how were you living though? Like, dude, in college I lived on the cheap my first couple of years. I lived in this my second year I lived with my friends, one of whom actually runs the business, helps me run the business here now, but it was 4 of us in these 2 micro closets, and we all were just stacked 2 each in these closets. The kitchen was a sink and nothing else. It was we just lived cheap, and we got everything off-branded, borderline expired food. Not saying live life in a dangerous way, but it took you $60,000 to live, no college expenses, just to live for 4 years. I don't think so. You could have lived a lot cheaper than that. That's dumb.
It was more than 4 years. It took me a long time to finish school.
How many years?
Maybe 8.
What the f*** are you? What are you doing? You did 6 credits a semester?
Well, it's like, no. I was full-time the whole time, but I had to change my major
and nothing transferred
in my fourth
yeah,
year.
but that doesn't make any sense. In your fourth year, but it should have been like 2 more years, right? Because Gen Eds is 2 years.
Yeah, and then
so
I
it should have been 2 years of dedicated stuff for. What did you change it again after the 6th year?
Then I went to grad school. So total 8 years. Yeah. So from 2008 to 2016, I was in college full time. But what happened was,
Your life is full of just bad choices.
yeah. But so all the apartments I lived in, most I ever paid for rent was maybe $400, which is not very much.
Well, when you stretch it across 8 years, I mean, it's like, okay, I can kind of see it. But you said you were also working during it, so it's like,
yeah, but just a little bit.
Yeah, obviously, clearly not enough. Clearly not as much as you could have.
But right, but I had a lot of fun. Like I traveled, and yeah, I was really into backpacking, which is an expensive hobby. So I just spent a lot of money, but I didn't understand really what I was doing. But no, what really went wrong was in grad school. 20,000 of those loans are just for grad school. And I was a TA, so my tuition was paid for.
You're killing me.
I know.
That's insanity. The 60,000 what?
Something went wrong. So
oh my
I was under 26 or whatever. However old you have to be like be under your parents. So I needed my dad's information to fill out my FAFSA, whatever. And I went to do it for grad school, right? Because I had been doing it all along. You have to renew it every time. And he was like, oh, I haven't filed my taxes in 2 years. So I couldn't do it. So it's like 2 weeks before school is starting. I need all this money to pay, right? So I took out like a weird loan, and then I used the student loans to pay that off.
Oh my! Are you kidding me? So you took out like a private student loan?
It was like a Discover loan. I mean, this was a long time ago. Gosh. It was like $7,000, but I paid it off.
Here's an example, because I want you to be able to retire.
I know.
I want you to be able to retire. I want you to be able to take care of your kid instead of doing just weird things. Let's say you opened. I like to buy the S&P 500. So we're just doing that example. It's not investing advice. Okay. Let's say you opened a Moomoo app, through my links in the description. You got the S&P 500 like I do, like constantly. I'm just like obsessed in buying it. That $60,000 you borrowed, let's do 10% because that's its average return. By the time you're 59 and a half, it would be worth $800,000. Oh, wow. When instead you're just sitting here and allow the interest to accrue on their end, meaning they're making a giant return off of you, 7%. Right.
But I just thought it would just go away.
What do you mean? What the do you mean?
I think it
does.
What
do you mean?
They told me after 25 years.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sure. But guess what? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that was my plan.
Okay, well, I didn't know you meant about the plan that you signed up for. I see what you're saying. But guess what, dude? The different plans and all these different things, they're constantly changing. That's the only thing right. I am not against someone with low income being in a low income program that gets forgiven after a while. But things like the SAVE plan, that just got struck down by the Supreme Court. The overall student loan forgiveness got struck down by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is a 5-3 conservative majority, and they are not in favor of a lot of the student loan programs that get kind of forgiveness. So the Department of Education, they put out these new programs, which they are able to at least put out, but the Supreme Court's like, we're not doing that. I'm just nervous of how in flux this is. And let's say you're going for, it could be forgiven in like a decade, just for an example. Okay, next presidency could be Trump. In his Department of Education, was DeVos last time. What if she came back this time and she was just like, I don't like any student loan forgiveness. Everyone needs to pay the 10-year thing, and that's the only version that we offer, because they can put those directive forward. Whether or not the Supreme Court allows that, there's a lot of different things. The thing is, it's just always in a flow depending on who's the administration at the time and what the Supreme Court makeup is. The student loan thing, it's been such a roller coaster just within a couple of years. And you're just betting so much on that. I hope that works for you. I do. And I'm not necessarily even against that. But you're betting a big bet on that because you're losing 7% because you're just not putting any money towards it. $33 a month is nothing.
But then what's the other choice?
You pay it.
I mean, but that's more than I make in a year.
Buddy, my first real job, now, granted, your student loans were about $15,000 more than mine. But my first adult job out of college was $32,000 a year. I could make commission on top of that, and I ended up doing very well. But until I did very well, it's just that $32,000 a year because I didn't apply for any program. I was just paying my minimum payment, which was $500. You'd probably be closer to like $650. Buddy, you're flying $500 a month
For love.
for love. You can pay, this is a responsibility you have. You're making that choice. You could pay it if you wanted to.
But I don't want to.
There it is. It's just you're
But
an
just
irresponsible
those.
34-year-old child. You're 14.
But
That's what it is.
just when it comes to the
Congratulations. You're
student
14. Good job. I'm proud of you. What a mom.
I mean, yeah,
You're just not acting like an adult there.
that is true.
And that's really irritating. Because, I mean, that was it. That's it. That was it. You admitted it. You finally admitted it after this entire conversation. You have admitted it. You just don't want to. It
But
is
I
you
was-
acting like a child and being immature. And that is all I need to know because that is you. That is how you're living this whole thing. And I'm not surprised throughout the different stories and all these different things. That is how you're doing it. Using student loans to pay for everything that's not even paying for school. Taking out that extra loan, using student loans to pay it off. The whole thing that we're not going to go over all that again. And then just accidentally opening a car, accidentally going to grad school, all this stuff. You just don't care. You're just going through life so immature with a lack of care. But there is, let's just say you don't care, and that is fine. So you're just whatever. You're deciding that your life is just whatever happens, happens. But you do have a 4, soon to be 5-year-old, and they did not have a choice to come into this world. And you have a responsibility to give them the best life possible. But you are choosing your chaos, your immaturity, your fun, your just whatever you want to do is more important over them, over their life, over the life that you can give them. And that is honestly sad in my opinion. And that's why that when I just said, what a mother, that was too far. I'm sorry. That was just an instant anger reaction. But that's what I'm feeling based on what you're saying and what you've said throughout this, because you're putting your immaturity over giving them the life they could have. And that is legitimately upsetting to me. And that should be upsetting to you.
Yes. But when I said I don't want to, I was specifically talking about the student loans.
Yes, I get it. That's one thing. Why do you think you are entitled to I don't want to? The kind of logic is that? There's a lot of things I don't want to do. Congratulations. It's not always my choice. You signed up for And I'm not saying I'm against forgiveness either, but just the I don't want to, that's just being an entitled little brat.
That's what everyone else is.
Bank of America. $4,000, $1,500 of it is in savings.
Well, I should tell you that today
Huh?
I got a text on the way here that said your balance has fallen below $100.
Oh my, what are we doing?
But I get paid on Friday, so it'll be fine.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
It'll go up to like $1,800.
$65,000 a year. Paycheck to paycheck.
And I'm working from home now, so I'm not eating out as much. I'm doing better.
What's better?
Well, so before I was going into the office.
When did
every
you
day.
start working from home? Let's do that instead.
In June. So I was hybrid.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. All right. Well, this
Like
not all.
middle of June. Okay. So my office flooded, so I have to work from home, and so I'm not going out to eat every day.
But so you're going back to the office
Well,
once it's unflooded.
Yes. So I was
That's the
hybrid
deflood.
always, but I like to work in office because it's more fun.
Never heard anyone say that.
Well, there's like people there to hang out with.
You're an extrovert.
I'm the personality hire.
The personality hire.
Yeah, it's like that's why they keep me around. Comic relief. Right?
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm working from home, so I don't go into the office because there's not an office anymore at Flooded, but I go to meetings and stuff 2 days a week now. And so sometimes I eat out those 2 days, but as opposed to 5.
You know what we do here for fun at this office? Why we encourage everyone to come here?
Sandwich.
Apparently we gamble. We actually haven't done that yet, but we're going to do it in the post show. You, me,
Okay.
and Noah, we're going to gamble. I don't know what it means, but that's what I was
Like
told
a
we're going to
slot
do.
machine?
I actually have absolutely no idea what's happening, but we will find out that we're going to gamble.
I'm very
And
unlucky.
then honestly, since usually the post show is more the T-zone, I have a million more questions to ask about your situationships and weirdness. But I'm saving that for that because I try to save the finances for this, even though it's not always possible. And I'm sure he has questions too because he knows more things than me because he does all the interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just exploring.
We know each other very well.
Okay.
I don't like this lore that we've got going on that we're building.
All right.
I mean, we could know each other better.
You know you have a boyfriend.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, we're friendly. I meant in a professional way.
Okay. Oh, this episode. Okay. Row Bakery.
Oh, that's gymnastics
Fleet.
for my kid.
Feet. Oh, you got
Oh.
running shoes.
Yeah,
$150.
I started exercising
Okay.
for mental health reasons, right? So I'm doing that couch to 5K thing. I'm learning how to run.
Oh, I've heard about
So
that.
I had to get new shoes because my shins were hurting. But I feel like 150 for
Okay,
running
well,
shoes is
TP,
not
okay, we
bad.
don't need that shit. Okay, calm down. Amazon, Raising Cane's, going inside, getting some bullshit from Target, probably. Amazon, Unleash Your Imagination. It was a
It's a
kids
5K.
event. It was a run.
It's a 5K that benefits my kid's school.
$25 for that. Jimmy John's going to the store getting some bullshit, fresh donuts. Bahama Bucks, and that's snow cones. Going into Walmart getting
my
some
kid.
bullshit. No, okay. Sorry. I am on edge. Going in the store getting some bullshit. Jimmy John's. Manly Manco.
Oh.
Gift website
Yeah.
for your man.
No, it's a long story.
Is it a good story?
Maybe. I hurt somebody's feelings. And so then I thought the right thing to do would be to order them some flowers made out of beef jerky for a man.
What?
But then
Now that's American.
yes.
That's
But then
that's
I
patriotic.
canceled it. So you'll see it goes back. It
Okay.
refunded.
How'd you hurt his feelings?
It's difficult to explain.
Try.
So I took a screenshot of something he said to me and sent it to somebody else.
Oh, why
and
would
then
you do
they
that?
called him and were like,
Why would
"This
you do
girl-"
that? You're the problem with the communications are private, dude.
Yeah.
Well, unless
It
what
was
did he
wrong.
say? What did he say?
I can't talk about it.
Did he try to get with you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
And he
that's,
made
I
me
think that's okay to share.
uncomfortable.
I think that's okay to share. Never mind. I thought it was like, look at this loser.
No,
Okay.
it made me uncomfortable, and I was like, "This guy is crazy."
Well-
and then the person I sent that to, called him and was like, "This girl said you're crazy," and then I
Okay.
felt really
Well,
bad.
I mean, you guys are middle schoolers apparently.
that was
so.
very mean girl of me. Which
Yes, it was.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be more like,
That was the apology.
you send it to the just whatever. It doesn't matter. Insomnia Cookies, McDonald's parking garage.
the cookies are for my boyfriend.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, I don't need an explanation for everything. This is just bullshit spending that you're doing. State parks, Nurex and Mod Pizza and Cafe, Arby's, parking garage, going inside getting some bullshit. You're affirm. What are we affirming? There's more debt. What are we
You're
affirming?
making it seem worse than it is.
What do you mean?
Okay, the affirm. I bought something for my kid, but it was 0%.
Yeah, I don't.
So it's fine.
But that doesn't matter. Just everything's for someone else. That's great. You're still spending it, and it is stuff you're not paying off your debt. You have so much debt that is just accumulating, and gaining interest. You're spending $100 more than you make on a monthly basis. Your
Maybe.
account is less than $100 today, and you're relying on your next paycheck. I don't care if the cookies are for the guy. I don't care if the affirm is for the kid. I want you to be able to spoil people. You have less than $100. I hope no payment fucking hits. It'll bounce.
Well, I transferred money for my
Cool. So what did you get from Affirm?
So it's called a Yodo. It's like a thing that reads to my kid.
Because
Because we have an iPad, but I don't want her to be an iPad kid. So I'm trying to move away from the iPad. So this is just audio, and it's supposed to be teaching her to read.
Okay.
But she hates it.
Oh, great.
So,
Because it's not an iPad.
yeah. But I was trying to do better. But it was 0%. So, it's
So we
fine.
decided to do better. We got Texas Burger, Jimmy John's, Tex-Mex, Children's Museum, IHOP. Going inside getting some bullshit. Please donuts. Marble and Slab. Jimmy John's. Going inside getting some bullshit. TikTok Shop. Oh, you can't. Whataburger. Spotify. Listen to ads. You're getting out of debt. It's okay. It won't kill you. Chick-fil-A. Whataburger. Chick-fil-A. HBO Max.
The HBO I can cancel. I don't need it.
Oh, you can cancel everything else.
No. Spotify I need.
No, you can have it. Just listen to ads.
No.
So you're not willing to make any sacrifice.
Because it's
so
not
it's
just
like,
that.
what's the
It's
point?
not just ads. No, Spotify is the one non-negotiable. And the boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying dump them, but I think the way you guys are going on about it right now, like maybe it's like a communication thing.
Do you want to talk to him?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Oh. Yeah. Call him up.
He's at work.
Call him.
He works for the government. He can't bring
Why
his
would you
phone.
dangle that in front of me?
No. I meant like separately.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I think you guys should have the conversation. What I was going to say is that, she can't afford it anymore. Do you think instead of...
he doesn't know.
Okay, again, conversation. You guys are dating for a year and a half. I think instead of it being every other, maybe he comes for 2, you go 1. So if he can afford it and you're trying to get out of debt and he cares about you, I think it's okay that for every 2 he goes here, you go 1 there. Just to help a little, make it more, you're going every 2 months instead of every month. Because we can't have a $500 payment every month right now with you. Chick-fil-A, Whataburger. And it also shows how committed he really is to you if he really understands and cares about you and not just being around you, but actually cares.
But then what if he says no?
Then you've learned. $400 in that savings. Thought it was more.
So it is more now. Every paycheck, $200 goes to my savings.
Since when? It was $400. So
Yeah, it's
since
2
a month
times.
ago. Okay, $13,000 in infidelity. I'd be happy if you were a decade younger for that.
But I think I'm doing it wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, like I put the money in there and then I don't think I didn't know how to make it make more money. I think I was supposed to do something. Because I don't
It
think
is
it's
gaining interest. But I don't know what it's in. This is the only page I have here, so I don't see what it's invested in.
It was a 401k from
No, that's great, but I don't see what it's invested in.
I don't think it's
No, it's gaining interest, so it's in something. Like even if it's just like treasuries or something. I don't know. Bonds. Or just some high yield cash, whatever. We are basically halfway through the year, and I need to make sure you guys are saving your money in the right place. In my resources section in the description below, you can sign up for one of the best high yield savings accounts there are, but you can also get $300 for free with qualifying deposits. You can also get FDIC insurance up to $2 million on your money and get 4.6% on the money that's just sitting there. It's exactly where I put my money. Why let your money lose money when it could be making money? It's the biggest no-brainer in the world. Open up a SoFi high yield savings account now and get that $300 for free. $6,500 in the current retirement plan.
Yes. That seems
Okay, this
very
one's
good.
actually invested in something for sure because it has returned 15.63%. I think that's like the S&P 500.
I've only been doing it for a year or 2, so I think that's good. See?
We're at $20,000. I'd be happy with $20,000 if you're more like 28.
Oh.
Well, but we have another thing here.
That was
You're in the military?
No, I worked for a city, and so that they use the teacher retirement system.
Oh,
I think
yes.
it's the same thing.
Okay.
I tried to take that
$3,000
money out.
Okay, so $23,000. Nope. Round it up, $21,000.
Wait, I have an idea. What if I take that money out of the Fidelity? What if I use that? Can't I just pay everything off?
Okay. It's kind of like a consolidation the way you'd go about this.
Right. And I know
Why don't you actually let me finish my statement?
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Because you're going to have to pay the capital gains taxes on a lot of that. For if you were taking out of your 401k at your current work, you'd probably pay some short-term capital gains as well because that's where the real gains were. You'd also have a 10% penalty on those. So you lose an instant 10% because you're pulling it out before 59.5, and these are tax-advantaged retirement accounts. really in general, for your debt consolidation that you already did on the interest-free card, that's at 0%. Your car's at 4%. Your student loans are at 7%. So any of those, all of a sudden, 10% isn't competing. Like, let's just say there's no capital gains. So that just makes no sense. There is that Bank of America card where there's like, mathematically, maybe. But I don't think that's really what you need to do, though. Because, again, this is where it kind of comes down to the consolidation thing. Really, if we change your behavior, get you on a budget, actually do the budget, go through our budgeting class, go through our investing class, go through all that. You'll learn about the investing, learn how to budget, go through all that. It's bundled now at a discount, by the way. If we actually get you on a budget and we get your discipline under control, you can pay off this $5,544 while you allow your retirement to continue to compound.
Okay.
I don't think that's what you need to do. The Bank of America one would be the only one where it makes sense, but I don't think you need to do it. Might make sense. Might is the hard word. Okay, so your retirement, behind where I'd want you, not dramatically. I don't know if you answered your quiz online correctly, because based on what you add here, if you were to input things correctly, I don't think, because even with having a few $100s in your savings, I think you would have at least gotten a 1 in your emergency fund, like you would have. So that doesn't make any sense. So we'll make a budget, but again, that's only dependent if you're actually ready to change. Are you ready to cut spending? Are you done with spending? Are we able to put that in the past and move forward?
Yes, because then, I was like in my MILF era, and now I'm over it. I'm doing better.
Okay. Someday I'll enter my DILF area. Era.
If you're lucky. What?
All right, your budget. $4,000 is going to be coming in. Raise. Yay.
Hopefully.
Oh, you don't know? I thought you said you got the raise.
Well, I should have already gotten it. Okay, so at my job...
$3,800. If you get it, that's awesome. Put it in your budget. $3,800. What is your rent?
It just went up to $875.
Oh, that's not bad. That's your moving up? Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, I thought I was going to freak out. Utilities, water, gas, electric, all that. What is it?
Altogether, water, gas, probably $200.
Internet?
It's $58.
Renters insurance?
I think it's at $13.
Gas, vroom, vroom, drive, drive. Skirt, skirt.
Maybe like $50 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, a month. Yeah, $100.
$50 a month? $100 a month?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Outlander? Isn't that an SUV?
Yeah, but I don't drive. I mean, I don't have any friends, so I don't go anywhere. I work from home.
Okay. Join some clubs and stuff like that. Yeah. Have fun.
I can't afford that.
Oh, like it's like a jogging club. Yeah, aren't you getting into running?
Yeah, I could do that.
Car insurance?
My ex-husband pays it.
Okay, so he pays for childcare, he pays for the health insurance, and he pays for your car insurance?
Yeah, because we were on it together, right? And then it made more sense to just stay on it. And I keep saying like, oh, tell me how much it is and I'll give you the money. And he never tells me.
How far away are you from Austin?
2.5 hours.
Too much. Noah said you could go to the running club he's in.
Oh, but we can go together.
Yeah, but 2.5 hours.
So I'm slow. Yeah.
Buddy, I couldn't even run across the room. I think you'll be okay. I'm not doing a race. Okay, so your ex-husband, $100 for the TP fund, $150. Let's include the kid in that. Necessary food, let's do $450 for you and the kid. Oh, that's groceries, health insurance. Do you have any copays or anything you have to take care of?
Not regularly. Just if we get sick.
Yeah. Okay, subscriptions, I'll give you...
Spotify is $11.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in and see what happens. Do you have any pets?
Yes. I just got a cat.
You have pet insurance?
No.
How much is the cat food?
Not very much. I would say less than $50 a month.
Okay, $50 a month for the cat.
Just like
phone bill?
Okay, so it's $167, but my mom and my dad are both on it, and they both pay me $50 each. So I pay $67.
You can still, dude. Are you paying for your phone still, or is it just a service?
I'm paying for my phone still. But it's like the worst one.
When you're, but when you're worst one.
It's like a iPhone SE, or it's like, one of those.
When you're done, dude, it's $20 helium. $20 for helium, T-Mobile
what about
towers.
my parents?
Yeah, they're your parents. Maybe they can take care of themselves. Or do you want your kid to be codependent with you your whole life?
No.
Okay, same thing. So you have to pay $60 right now. Switch when you can. Honestly, just save your money, dude. There's no reason not to.
Oh wait, but I do get a stipend for my work for my phone. So but that's included in my paycheck.
Oh, then never mind.
It's $60.
Okay. Debt minimum monthly payments, $964.99 a month. So what happens when you don't care? Anything else I need to put in your budget?
No. Well, wait. Flights.
Let's see where we're at before the flights.
Boyfriend. Put that in my budget.
Yes, love. You are just making Noah giggle. Let me tell you, he just 2,000. He just shut the door so he could giggle. $2,931.99.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you have an extra $900, but
where does it go?
Are you kidding me?
But like, where have I been doing with it?
Are you kidding me? We went over it already at the beginning. Like, you spend 30% on bullshit.
I don't think so.
We went over your spending account. I don't know what what are you talking about? Dude, are you kidding me? I am not going through that spending account again.
No, you don't.
So what do you mean?
I'm just surprised. That's all.
So I have to put... Will you talk to him and have him do 2 flights for every 1 flight you do? Will you explain your situation?
Yes.
Okay, so I can budget $250 a month for flights then for you? Because you'll be doing 1 every 2 months?
Yeah. Yes. That sounds reasonable. He likes me a little bit. I think.
Okay, cool. Okay. For sake. $900 minus $250. Okay, you have an extra $650 a month. Wait, no, this does include that. The minimum monthly payments I put in there. Thank goodness. Oh, this just scared me. That does include you paying off your city card. So we can actually cross that off because that includes you paying off your city card before interest starts accruing. So congratulations. Good. So that means this $650 a month is going to start going to the Bank of America card. Actually, we're going to set it aside for 3 months. We're going to set it aside so we can have $2,000 close to... It's not a full 1 month emergency fund, but it'll help you. $2,000. Okay, so month number 4. Just finish the Southwest card. Okay, and then throw everything else to the Bank of America card. Okay, now where are we? Month number 5. You have $650 left on a monthly basis. You're going to have $5,000 on the Bank of America card by then. Pay off the Bank of America card will round up to 8 months. So 13 months, a year, and 1 month. Bank of America is gone. At that point, the Outlander, we're probably also going to pay off in another 8 months. So a year and 9 months in. Well, actually, probably like 6 months for that, really, with the rolling we get to do of the city card being gone. It could probably honestly even be like 5 months, but we'll call it a year and a half. We'll call it a year and a half, and you'll be out of bad debt, except for your student loans, which are bad debt because they are 7%. What I would do for that, just for risk simplicity, first of all, I mean, you're gonna have to file taxes again. Your income's gonna go up. Your income-based repayment was probably at a lower income.
No, I just. Is
that the current income?
Yeah.
You just redid it, and
it's crazy.
It is a little wild that it's $33. They're very generous.
And that's the most I've ever paid. One time it was like $11.
Listen, you're able to risk assess that situation. I just get a little nervous based on everything I talked about earlier. I would get on the traditional repayment plan. You don't have to. It's up to you. I would want to pay it off. But at that point, definitely get a fully funded emergency fund. It's called in another 6 months. So 2 years, you're out of bad debt except for the student loans. And you have a fully funded emergency fund. I'd start contributing 25% to retirement every month.
Okay.
Every month. I don't know. No offense. I really don't have hope in this. Just based on a lot of your lack of care, your lack of want. This is whatever. You've made really interesting choices, and I don't want to be rude, but that is my honest feelings, and I always give my honest feelings. Don't really hold back on that, as everyone knows. So, I mean, that's where I stand. But that is what I would do. And I would throw the student loans in there. I'd start grinding at that. Maybe, you know, we get the fully funded emergency fund, pay off all the bad debt except for the student loans in 2 years. Then we just start doing double the traditional payment on student loans, you know. And then we include that 20% away for retirement at that. Then once the student loans are gone, bump that up to 25. So let's get you real. Spending in a budget is 0 out of 10. You spend $100 more than you make. Debt. You're right, it wasn't the worst debt, but it's pretty much as bad as they can get with those high interest rate student loans and then a Bank of America card without going into collections or anything. It's going to be a 1 out of 10. I'll be generous and give it a 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, 1 out of 10 because at least you started. Wait, yeah, and you said it got a little higher. Good. That lowers the first couple months of needing to get to the 1 month. So that's actually good. Maybe that only takes 2 months. So retirement, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for your age. Real estate, 0 out of 10. That's going to be a 1.5 out of 10, not a 4, not a 0. Make sure to check out every link in the description below, as they are the resources I use or would use in specific situations, including the best budgeting and investing programs, which are now bundled at a lower price. And you got $100 thanks to Moo Moo and cash rewards that we get to give you if you sign up as well. So it's almost free, which is really cool. Make sure to check the link below and stick around. Come join us for the post show. It's going to get weird with some tea and gambling. Today on the Financial Audit Post Show.
Let's hear this. You dated his roommate back in the day.
Have you known someone that you haven't dated?
I'll have to think about it.
Have you gone on a date with anyone else while you've been with him?
This is paywalled. He probably won't see this unless he pays $5 to watch this interview.
I doubt he'll pay the $5.
This is one of the most ridiculous episodes.
Let's talk about that.
To watch the Financial Audit Post Show, click the join button below.